Hey guys, welcome to Moody Monday playlist. Today we have... Who do we have here today? Let's find out.
Hi, my name is Sridev. I am 24 years old and I'm a singer-songwriter from Kerala.
My friends have been asking me about Keralite musicians, so here is one of the talented artists from God's own country, Sridev Ramesh. Let's listen to Sridev speak about his passion, interest, current life, future plans, and the transition from a person who loves music to a musician whose life is music.
Firstly, thank you so much Aishwarya for having me here. I'm so glad to be here on your show. Cheers!
Wait, let me tell you guys, he's been so busy with a lot of work. He's always coming up with new ideas and he's always up to something. He's never simply sitting, he's always thinking of something. Though he says he's lazy and procrastinating, then he's always still thinking about stuff, what to do next, collaborations. And yet he made time for Moody Monday playlist. So thank you so much Sridev for your time. We would like to know how it all began, how music became part of your life and how the journey has been so far.
I've been into music ever since I can remember, but I got my first piano when I was 4 years old. It's not a piano, actually it's a keyboard. My parents gifted me a toy piano, and when they saw that I was playing it decent enough, they thought of putting me into piano lessons. And I had piano lessons for a while. Back then I used to live in Moscow because my dad used to work there. I had a Russian piano teacher. I learned under her for about a year. Then we came back to India, I think about a year later, and then I continued my piano lessons over here and started taking the Trinity grade lessons. Until I was about 11-12 years old, I kind of lost touch with the piano. As in, I stopped taking classes because we had to move cities. We've moved around quite a lot. But then eventually my mom gave me a guitar and she put me into guitar classes. I didn't really enjoy going to guitar classes because they used to teach like really boring stuff, so I kind of gave that up. Until about school got over, the music was kind of dormant for a while. It was always like a chore to me, like I had to play the piano, I had to play the guitar, and I never really enjoyed it because I never tried exploring it on my own. The whole exploration part really started after I finished school. I remember I went to college. There was a guy who was in the other room in my hostel. He was a pretty good guitar player, at least better than me. And I saw him play and I was like, hey, I would love to, practice with you. And we became really good friends, and back then I was not that great at guitar and I just wanted to learn. We used to sit till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the hostel cum mess hall, and we used to jam and we used to learn different things, basically from YouTube. My whole interest in guitar really resurfaced. I started learning whatever I could from YouTube, and eventually I joined another music school. I learned more guitar. It just took off from there. I just got into the habit of teaching myself. I just got into the habit of learning whatever things that I found interesting. I did not need anyone to hold me accountable or go to a class. I figured out that I could learn guitar by myself while watching YouTube videos, and that's exactly what I've been doing ever since, even to this day. Just a couple of hours back I just finished watching a guitar tutorial on how to play a particular song.
Now that's an encouragement. If you wanted to learn guitar, please go to YouTube and start right away. Guys, there's so much left to hear from Sridev Ramesh, but first let's listen to his song, What Is Within.
Hey, little child, come here. I'll tell you a secret in your ears. People, they'll say things to you, but most of it's not even true. They're just desperately searching for a light that already shines within you. But if you ever get lost and burn out, I'll tell you how to ignite that fire. You just look up at night, see the stars shining bright, messengers through time called light. And you feel like nothing's changed through the losses and wins. Looking up shows you what is within.
asked about Sridev's favorite work so far, this is what he said.
I really love What Is Within. Was inspired by the Coldplay kind of vibes that you hear on Coldplay songs like Fly On and Atlas. First song that I had ever released. It is the second song that I had ever written, but it's the first one that I had ever released. I really like my first song, not for the writing. I feel that the writing could have been a lot better right now since I have written many more songs after that. I love it because one of the biggest challenges as a songwriter is that when you have an idea in mind, it might not always come in the same way you imagined when you actually try to execute that idea. And this gap between what you have in mind and how you can actually make it manifest in reality, the whole gap, that is what a lot of songwriters and producers try to bridge closer. With What Is Within, I think I filled that gap and there was really no gap. I knew exactly what kind of a vibe, what kind of a feel I wanted for the song. I wanted the song to sound very spacey and very reverby. Like when you close your eyes and listen to that song, I just wanted you to feel like you're lost in space, or I wanted you to feel lost as well as comforted at the same time. It was the first song that I ever actually tried producing myself and recording of mine. Surprisingly, it just came all together and I was very happy with the result. And honestly, ever since then, I don't think I've been able to have that level of satisfaction on any other songs that I've produced. And I'm talking strictly in a production way. I've definitely written better words than the words that I've written in that song, but in terms of the way it sounds, in terms of the whole product of how it came together, that's my favorite one, because what I thought, I was able to make that exact same thing, and I'm very happy with the way it turned out. It sounds really just the way I want it to, and that makes me very happy.
Little child, little child, little child, please stay within my heart. Little child, little child, little child, please stay within my heart. Little child, little child, little child, please stay within my heart. Little child, little child, little child, please stay within my heart. You just look up at night, see the stars shining bright, messengers through time call light, and you feel like nothing's changed through the losses and wins. Looking up shows you all within my heart.
Besides that, Lemonade from Apples is a song that I recently released. It was pretty well received and well acclaimed by the audience that I have, followers that I have, everybody basically. It got featured on publications like Rolling Stone, it got played on Radio City Freedom, Big FM. It got a lot of media features and I was really happy with the response, and I still think that from a songwriter's perspective, Lemonade from Apples is one of the most honest songs that I've written. It is one of the first songs that I wrote and I'm like, man, in this song I'm 100% honest. In a lot of other songs I felt like there was no 100% honesty, I was still trying to cover something with a veil. Here I felt like I was being 100% honest. I meant every single word that I said. I love the tune, I love the whole way the whole guitar comes in. It's a very chill song. You can just listen to it when you're just chilling and studying and working.
I've been known to have a starting trouble. It's always hard to keep up pace, and I can assure you that I'm not some wizard, I'm just a muggle. But I'm just tired of this face. I want to escape this place of making the same mistakes, and to make it all in one take. I hide from my feelings and I seek for truth, and I'm masquerading, claiming I am the proof. I ain't no Carrie, I'm just a spoof. But now I've come off the shackles, knowing I can't get lemonade from apples. I keep waiting for the spark to hit me, when all I have to do is start. Pats on the back way too soon, daydreaming all afternoon. I think I'm good till the next full moon. I want to escape this place of making the same mistakes, and to make it all in one take. I hide from my feelings and seek for truth, and I'm masquerading, claiming I am the proof. Oh, I ain't no Carrie, I'm just a spoof. But now I've come off the shackles, knowing I can't get lemonade from apples.
It's about procrastination. Wrote that song when I was in a very lazy phase in my life. I was procrastinating a lot. I was becoming very complacent. I was just settling for things that I knew were not that great. Just settling because I became complacent and lazy and I didn't want to put much effort into them. That's how Lemonade from Apples came together. If you listen to the song, you can just hear those words of me being like completely honest, saying that, hey, you know what, I say this but claim to be, somebody, but I'm not that person. That kind of a vibe.
I hide from my feelings and seek for truth. Yeah, seek for truth. I'm masquerading, claiming I am the proof. Oh, I ain't no Carrie, I'm just a spoof. But now I've come off the shackles, knowing I can't get lemonade from apples. I hide from my feelings and seek for truth. Yeah, seek for truth. I'm masquerading, claiming I am the proof. Oh, I ain't no Carrie, I'm just a spoof. Now I've come off the shackles, knowing I can't get lemonade from apples.
Next up is one of my most favorite, which is sung by Sridev Ramesh. It is an indie travel song for travelers by travelers. This single is a collaboration between Abhishek Jingar, Mayank Pareshar and Sridev Ramesh, and it is called Mustafar.
तलाशने खुद को राहों में ये हवाएं बुलाती है मुकम्मल जहां बाकी ये राहें बुलाती हैं.
For I am a wanderer. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. मुसाफिर हूँ मैं. मुसाफिर हूँ मैं. I am now free from the wise and house, and I can hear the music of my breath and heart. For I am a wanderer, I wander with all of my heart. मुसाफिर हूँ मैं, काफिर नहीं. तलाश में मेरी राहें सभी ढूंढने मुझको राहों में हवाएं बुलाए The winds are calling and I must flow leaving everything I own है मुकम्मल जहां बाकी ये राहें बुलाए Roads are calling and I must go for there's so much to explore मुसाफिर हूँ मैं काफिर नहीं Miles and miles faces with cries and smiles places that feel like home keeps me right on the road and I'm lost and I roam Mustafar
I have seen magic. I've seen the world. The magic was a fantasy, and the world is not so hollow to me. I have seen magic.
That was so beautiful. We have to ask Sridev about his singing.
I did take some formal lessons in vocals, like in Carnatic vocals. Did it for about 1 or 2 years, but after that I never really pursued it. I don't really call myself a vocalist because I don't really think of myself as a singer. I tell people I'm a guitar player. I'm just a guitar player who sings because he enjoys singing. So I've never really formally worked on my singing, but it has definitely gotten better over the years.
And what about songwriting?
Songwriting part started quite recently, 2 years ago. That's when I really got into songwriting. Started obsessing over John Mayer. I used to listen to John Mayer before that, but I was never so, obsessing about that. I had to stumble on this documentary of John Mayer called Someday I'll Fly. That really inspired me and that had an impression on me, and that basically talked about John Mayer's songwriting life and his songwriting career. And that really made me want to write songs. It really got me in touch with the art of songwriting. Since then I've been trying to write songs and I've been trying to put them out. So far I've written over about 30-40 songs. 3 songs are out on Spotify, iTunes, whatever app, you name it, it's there.
Let's ask Sridev about his new projects that are coming up.
Coming up with another song on the first week of November. I don't know when this episode is gonna be out of your show. Probably when this is out, my song is already out, but it's gonna be out on November 6th.
Sorry Sridev, we can't wait for that long. But yes, we are excited for your new release. Once the song is out, I'll be sharing that on Moody Monday playlist, guys. Wait for it. Support Sridev. For now, let's listen to the demo version of the song Temporary by Sridev Ramesh.
White eyes are open and pointing to the sky. Reminds me of a game I used to play when I was 5. Oh, there's an elephant, oh, there's a face, oh, there's another one, there are so many shapes. They all come, they all go, like thoughts are going on my mind. And I know they're temporary, temporary, they're just temporary, temporary. They're here today and not tomorrow, just like my happiness and my sorrows. They're just temporary, temporary, oh, oh, oh. Temporary, temporary, oh, oh, oh. I know that you've been feeling down for a little while. Your thoughts are moving faster than the lightning from the sky. Your head is getting heavy, and so's your heart. I know sometimes you feel like you could tear them both apart, but know that like everything else, this feeling too will pass. 'Cause sorrows, they are temporary, temporary, they're just temporary, temporary. They're here today and not tomorrow, just like my happiness and my sorrows, they're just temporary, temporary. Oh, oh,
Can you tell us a little bit about its lyrics and its composition?
I do feel that I'm very, very, very early on in my songwriting. I haven't even scratched the surface. I'm just beginning to explore different things here and there. I've been taking inspiration from a lot of different genres.
Can you name a few artists who have inspired you?
Couple of artists that I listen to very frequently these days is Tomish. I love Tomish. I love the whole style. Called Neo Soul. I've been trying to get into Neo Soul. Besides that, I listen to Novo More. I listen to Rogue Valley. Huge fan of Lucky Ali and Indian Ocean. Abba Chake, I think he's an amazing artist. Of course, I love Pratik Gauad, Raghav Myatl, and a lot of other pretty amazing people.
One thing that Sridev feels about love songs is that
I'm not great at writing love songs. That is one of the weaknesses that I have. Hardest part about writing a love song is that there are so many love songs that's been written. So easy to say the same things again and again and again. The hard part is to say the same thing in a different way, and that's what every songwriter wants to do. Really challenging, but I decided to go out of my comfort zone and just give it a shot, and I ended up liking it. My latest song, which is about to release on November 6th, so whenever this episode comes out, you'll know when you know. It's called I Will Come to You, and it's a really special song, and really happy with the way the entire thing turned out. The melody, the composition, the arrangement, the recording, the songwriting, everything turned out very nice, and I was really happy with the results of it. Glad that I took the plunge and get out of my comfort zone and write a song about love, and it turned out nice. In terms of songwriting, I don't have any fixed definition key. I want to write these kind of songs, I want to write that kind of songs or anything. I'm just creating whatever that comes to my mind, creating whatever style I feel attached to. I do have certain inclinations, majorly towards neo soul, dream pop. That's what I really like creating. See how it goes. Let's see where the exploration takes me. I'm just going with the flow, going with the feeling.
we would love to see where your feelings are going to take you. Wherever that is, we are coming along. Meanwhile, let's ask Sridev if the world is ready for indie artists, or will it take more time for them to accept and approve of independent music?
Love the indie scene. I love the way things are coming up in the indie scene, and I love the way talents are being discovered in India. It's a great time in India to be inside music. The internet, and because of distribution becoming so readily available for people, it is giving a clear doorway for artists to release their songs and put them out into the world.
Guys, I still haven't given a proper introduction for Sridev. He's not just a singer, songwriter, guitarist. He's also a co-founder at Fruit Jam Official. Please do check out their page. It's very informative. It is for all the indie artists, upcoming artists, or anyone basically who's interested in music. Created by a bunch of musicians out of Delhi, and they all had shared a dream of creating remarkable musical experience for people who enjoy music. And if you go to their page, you can find a lot of information. Basically, they help conduct house concerts, podcasts, tips and tricks for artists. So if there are any artists out there looking for encouragement and support, you know where to go. Fruit Jam Official. Besides music, Sridev Ramesh is also pursuing a course, so we'll find out more about that next, and also about how his life is going at the moment.
So I study astrophysics via distance learning. This university called the Open University in the United Kingdom. The course restarts in Feb. I'm getting done with it. Final project, so I'll have to work on a research paper, and that starts in Feb. So until Feb, I'm totally free to do whatever I want to. I do try to write a couple of songs, inspired by astrophysics. Working on that as well. That is another area that I'm exploring. That's also an interesting avenue to venture out into.
What about the response from the audience?
I have been getting some attention from the music community. People are starting to discover my music. They are starting to discover me. Everybody wants the best of everything, and I know that things can't be super fast. If you ask me what I want out of music, I would say that I want a Grammy tomorrow, but that's can't happen. I won't complain about the way things are going right now. Things are moving forward and going forward with a decent amount of speed, and that's all I want right now. I'm glad with the response that I've been getting. People have been wanting to play my music on radio. People like you have been reaching out to me to make videos like this, and I'm glad that things like that are also happening. I'm glad I'm here talking to you. I'm glad I'm here on this show. It was lovely talking to you, man. It was lovely being here, and thank you so much for having me. Thank you, really, thank you so much.
I'm so used to asking a set of questions, and this time Sridev made it so easy for me. He just guided me through the whole thing. So it was so easy and so comfortable, and it was so nice listening to Sridev just speak about his life. Very nice to just keep listening, and it just felt like, okay, we want to hear more and more. Guys, like, he did this for Moody Monday playlist at 7 in the morning. I have proof for that to show his dedication when it comes to work. So here it is.
Dude, it's literally like 7 a.m. and I'm not tired, but I'm in a daze.
I'd like to thank you once again for actually making time for Moody Monday playlist. Very grateful for that. Besides music, life's everyday melancholy and nature's breathtaking sights is what draws Sridev's attention. Sridev Ramesh loves the sunset as much as he loves the starry nights, and he would choose train journeys any day over the zoom-fast flight travels. All of those memories captured and kept safe among his treasures, accompanied with a lot of wonderful moments spent with amazing artists and experiences from several gigs, and especially the ones from Yellow Festival. Cold beers, great music, good friends, and tasty munchies plays on repeat often on Sridev's mind, and are some of the most soothing, memorable days of his life till date. There are a few things that I learned about Sridev. One is that he wakes up too early or sleeps too late. 2, he goes for walks daily at a particular time. 3, he loves the skies. He loves the shades of the sky, he loves the stars, he loves anything and everything to do with the sky. He has so much depth in him. He wants to talk about a lot of things in this world. And hopefully, with many more songs from his side, we'll get to learn a lot about Sridev Ramesh and about the world.
I have seen magic. I've seen the world. The magic was a fantasy, and the world is not so